Welcome to presentation of our interdisciplinary work.
Our group is composed of Júlia Karoline, Juniper, Letícia, Mahara, and Luiza.
We will talk about crystallotherapy.
Have you ever heard of crystallotherapy? According to other people, some people believe in the power of natural stones, crystals, and numerology. Numerology is the study of the right meaning of numbers and their influence on the behavior and destiny of men. Now, I will explain a little more about this. Crystallotherapy is the method of therapy made with crystals and numbers. This technique has a focus on the harmony of the body, mind, spirit behind the energy balance. For this step and the choice of the crystals can rely on beauty, for example. But how do I know what the correct crystal is? Well, numerology in the case is a big help. Numerology is the study of the vibrations of the numbers, so they indicate trends and links with the peoples and their characters, qualities, personalities. And nevertheless, numerology can be an amazing technique for application of crystals.
According to crystal therapy practitioners, there is a significant amount of crystals with therapeutic and healing properties, some of which are well known for reducing bleeding and inflammation. Melatonin, for example, contains a great concentration of copper in its composition and therefore is widely used in crystal therapy for the treatment and relief of muscle and joint pain. Practitioners of this therapy method usually involve concepts of energy, quantum physics, and electromagnetism to define the role of crystals in the healing process. Well, the concept of science says that it refers to any systematic knowledge or practice that the system of acquiring knowledge based on the scientific method. But there is no scientific evidence that crystals healing has any effect, so this is considered pseudoscience. According to physics, energy is the ability of a body, substance, or physical system to do work. As a scientific term, energy is a very well-defined concept that is easily verifiable and bears little resemblance to the esoteric concept used by crystals healing advocates. In addition, the concepts of quantum physics and electromagnetism are very complex and require a lot of study to reach a correct interpretation of what they describe, which can generate erroneous conclusions from the facts and be used to explain phenomena that do not have a direct connection, such as the case of regular use of these concepts promoting healing in well-being. Thus, the supposed healing success of this method can be attributed to the placebo effect and cognitive bias on the part of the practitioners.
Is this pseudoscience? The idea that crystals are alive comes from the thinking that only live things can grow, and crystals grow, therefore crystals are alive. Is it true that crystals grow, but does not mean that they are alive in a biological sense? Crystals grow in a natural way, in what can be a span of hours to centuries, depending on environmental conditions. When we think of crystals, diamonds and rubies come to mind, but crystals can have many different shapes and patterns. For example, the salt and sugar found on our daily table look like shaping grains, but in reality they are small water-soluble crystals. Metals have crystalline structures, although they rarely adopt the regular symmetrical shapes associated with crystals. In 1880, Jacques and Pierre Curie discovered that quartz crystals subject to pressure were converted to small batteries. This effect that material will accommodate its electrical charge under mechanical pressure is called piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity is a physical phenomenon. An electrically excited crystal vibrates, and if it's mechanical pressure, this can give rise to a measurable electric current. This property proves very useful for building an oscillator. In fact, most clocks today use the natural resonance fraction of a quartz crystal, just as pendulums were used in the past. Without a doubt, the most important contribution of crystals today is due to semiconductor crystals, silicon in particular, the base of modern electronics. Apart from other applications, silicon is of special interest to the electronic industry, since it's the base of material for manufacturing electronic circuits. The chips in computers and other electronic devices are essentially silicon crystals. These man-made crystals form the substrates on which integrated circuits are built.
Taking into account all the aspects presented, it is possible to conclude that yes, crystal therapy is indeed pseudoscience. We came to this conclusion because, as we said earlier, this practice does not have enough scientific evidence regarding its theories of healing and influence on the universe. In addition to the lack of scientific evidence, we must reinforce that many practices like this can have results, but through the placebo effect. Although currently crystal therapy is not considered a science, we believe that all beliefs and practices, spiritual or not, must be respected as long as practitioners do not suffer serious negative effects from it or bring negative results to third parties. All this is necessary so that practices such as this do not replace adequate medical treatment when needed, because although there are several studies involving the positive psychological influence of a patient's faith and religious practice on the treatment, traditional medicine and science end up having more reliable methods and research that can truly attribute healing potential to someone. For all these reasons, we reinforce the importance of accessing scientific information through the media so that more and more people become aware of what is reliable or not and what is science or pseudoscience. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching us.